Hi, my name is Ruben, and I'm an addict and an alcoholic. And this is the third episode of My Addicted Brain, the podcast where I kind of journal my journey towards sobriety. I'm doing this because I want to hold myself accountable. I'm also doing it because I want to kind of log my journey. And of course, hopefully it can help others find inspiration or motivation to do the same thing. I know there's a lot of other people out there with the same struggle that I have right now. So if you haven't heard the two first episodes, you should go and listen to those, because that's gonna bring you up to speed of where I am right now. Speed, no pun intended, by the way. But yeah, this last week has been a nightmare when it comes to, my personal addiction life. But it's also been a huge success career-wise. So every year this time, we, meaning my company, go to one of the biggest events in the world. It's a yearly thing, and it's just hundreds of thousands of people gathering for a week of networking, conferencing, drinking, partying, and lots of fun. So I knew already before I went there that this is going to be impossible to kind of stay on track through this week. So I kind of just let go and didn't even try. So I started drinking already on the airport and drank my way all the way over to this place and just kept drinking for the whole week. I ate lots of gummies. I smoked lots of weed. I was pretty much drunk for the whole thing and stoned. And I had big, important meetings. I had lots of responsibilities over there. But it was a success. I nailed it pretty much. But that's the story of my life. I've always been pretty functional, even if I'm drinking and smoking and snorting speed. I do my job. I live up to my responsibilities and I do everything. And it's always been like that. But on a personal level, I feel like shit right now. This podcast was supposed to be the start of getting sober, and I haven't lived up to that at all. So I came home a couple of days ago. Haven't even edited the last episode yet because, that week and at the event. So I've been so distracted, I haven't really done that. I was supposed to publish that last episode a week ago, but I guess I'm just going to have to start here and kind of catch up. But yeah, I got home about 5 days ago and I managed to stay sober for 2 days. And then the weekend came and I've had 18 beers through the weekend. 18. So that's a pretty normal. That's not really that much if you compare to what I was used to drink through a weekend. But still, I've been drunk for the whole weekend. Still lived up to all my responsibilities. Did all the stuff. Hung out with my wife. And we had a great weekend. A really great weekend. Me and my wife had a date last night and it was fantastic. I don't feel like I've connected with her in that way for years. So it was a great weekend, but I was still drunk for the whole thing. So I'm like, was it the alcohol or was it me getting better? I don't know. And now that I'm on this medication, my ADHD medication, I've been on it for 2 weeks now. It's called Listex amphetamine. So it's like a slow burn instead of that instant release. So it gradually just feeds my bloodstream with small amounts of amphetamine. But they really, really help. I feel like a new person on this drug. It's like my brain is finally on my team and it's actually trying to help me out. It's like I have a new teammate that's taking care of me in ways I didn't think was possible. My brain is awake and it's active, it's smart, it's making decisions much faster, it's prioritizing, it's giving me the ability to really like just do what I have to do without too much like hesitation or sluggishness, I guess. I just execute. So the medication is amazing, and it's actually making me realize that the reason why I was so hooked on speed was because it gave me that kind of brain. But now that I'm on my medication, a much healthier version of speed that actually is designed to help people with ADHD feel like that, I don't think I would snort speed if someone offered it to me right now. Or I know I wouldn't. Like, I don't feel that urge for that anymore. I take my medication in the morning and I feel great, and it lasts me all day, and I'm not even thinking about amphetamines or that anymore. Weed, on the other hand, I'm still thinking about that a lot. I really want to smoke. I want to go and get some weed right now. If someone offered me a joint, I'd smoke the whole thing without hesitation, immediately. And the same goes for drinks. Like, I would chug any drink anyone gave me right now, and I would love it. And that's scares me. Like, I thought alcohol was like the least of my issues 2 weeks ago, but now I'm slowly realizing that alcohol is actually the big one. That's the one that's going to be hard to stay away from. That's the one that's going to keep coming back and knocking at my door every night, screaming at me. It's already screaming at me. Like, it's Sunday today, so it's the last day of this weekend. And like I said, I have had 18 beers through the weekend, and I had the last one just like 2 hours ago. So I've had 4 beers today. So I guess those are kind of still in my bloodstream, and I'm not really sober yet. I know it's gonna be painful. I know it's gonna keep nagging at me every 5 seconds for a while now. And I think alcohol is like a scary monster, because if you've stayed sober for a while, it kind of goes away, but then all of a sudden it just pops back in, and you're like, oh, it's been like a year since I had a beer, so why not just have a beer? And then you have to start all over again, and you're definitely going to spiral out for a while before you can find what you need to get back on the wagon. So I think alcohol is actually one of the worst things to be addicted to. Alcohol is dangerous, and I really don't want that in my life anymore. But I know it's going to be hard, and I know I can probably get through the week okay, because there's a lot of distractions with work and with family and kids and everything. But when that Friday comes, it's going to be hard to not go and buy a 6-pack of beer. And if I buy that one 6-pack, I'm going to buy a new one the next day, and then I drink that up before the day is over, and I'll probably go and buy another one, just like I did this weekend. So yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to have to work out some kind of strategy to stay away from alcohol. I'll wake up in the morning, I'll take my medication, and just figure out a strategy to stay away from alcohol. And I'm realizing that it's probably going to be a lifelong struggle, a lifelong battle against this demon. And I'm not sure, like right now, I don't feel ready for that at all. I feel like the next time I get that impulse, I'm gonna lose the battle. But something in me is like, hell no, like, this is it. I want to spend my energy and my intelligence and my potential on something else than just getting drunk. And I mean, I'm still productive and everything, but, and you see that example right there, that's the demon talking. It's like, yeah, but you're still productive. Have a beer. You're doing your thing. You're still a good father. You're still a good husband. Why don't you just have a beer? There's all these excuses that keep popping into my head like every second, trying to like convince me to just drink. But it makes you feel so good. It kind of rounds off your nerves. It makes you think more clearly. And you're still doing all the things that you want to do. You're still here for everyone. You know, all of those thoughts are really hard to fight against, especially when you feel the way that you feel, because it does not feel good right now to be sober. It's depressing, it's demotivating, and if it wasn't for this medication, I would never be able to do it. I know that now. I would always end up losing the battle, but hopefully this medication can kind of turn it around. I'm still getting used to it. Like, it's already changed my life a lot. The way I think, the way I act, the way I attack tasks. So I really believe that it's gonna help me sort everything out. And once it does, maybe I can even quit my medication. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say this time. I'm gonna try to keep it short. The last episode went way too long. It was a big story, so it took a while to tell it, and I told it in a very roundabout way. That's an editing job. I'm like only halfway done with that edit, so I'm gonna have to do all of that editing tonight, which is gonna be really hard to do. Focus on that while I'm this ready to just have a beer. I'm gonna have to edit that episode tonight, and then I'll post it tomorrow, a week late. But the one I'm recording right now is definitely gonna be released when it's supposed to release. So we have one whole, and yeah, that's because of alcohol. So I guess I'm not that productive with it. That's evidence for the voices being wrong, right? But it's really cold out here. It's raining. Decided to, a new thing this time is that I'm recording video. I'm not ready to show my face yet, but I thought maybe a video would be kind of interesting for the podcast, so decided to go ahead and do that. You can see this beach I'm sitting on. But anyway, that's it for today. Stay strong out there, people, and remember that there's tons of other things to live for than just alcohol, and we'll figure this out together. So until next time, bye.